Hey y'all, it's Cricket. I know I haven't been really saying a whole lot. Things have been a little rough at home, with mom. She's been difficult, but the last few days have been pretty good. Um, Maybe we're turning around a new corner, so hopefully things will be good now. But anyways, I was kind of looking at some webcams, and I wanted to show you some stuff. So this is the New York cam, and I'm going to show you all these little lens flares and stuff. Um, Looks like they got a purple one in the water and a green and blue one in the water. And then there's some crazy lens flares up around by the sun. But anyway, so check out some of these photos that people did. So here we go. We got this blue and green object up in the sky, and then it's reflecting down, or not reflecting, but refracting down into the water. And then there it is again. There's more flares going across the buildings. And then as you come down, so is this right here, is this the sun reflecting off of that tower there? Or is that two suns? You see what I'm saying? So would it reflect enough to reflect into the water too? You see these? You got the sun and you got the reflection of the sun off that building. Is it really a reflection? I don't know. And then here it is again. And check out all these flares, like the rainbow ones. I mean, just look at all of them. They're so vibrant. And then here we go again, and it must be the sun just reflecting off of that building. I'm still curious about this object up in the left-hand corner there. And then there's one, I don't know if that's a cloud or if that's that one object I've been following. It's kind of a lighter color. I guess we'll see if it ends up going into the water. So those just look like they're flares. Yeah, it is. It's a flare because it's reflecting on that building. And I know that the cameras now are picking up all these refractions and reflections and lens flares. But there's just so much more out there that's just so strange. I mean, look how it reflects off the buildings. Is it really reflecting? Or is that a little sun? I don't know. Because I'm seeing multiple areas where they're having this effect when there isn't any buildings to reflect and refract. But see, it looks like there's beams coming off of it. I really don't know. It's hard to say. This one has a lot of flaring. Okay, so I guess I debunked it. That green one ended up in the water. But you see something else reflecting off to the far, far left? I wonder what that is. Seems to be getting brighter in this. It's just really hard to say because there's just so much for it to reflect and refract off of. But I don't know, that sun's pretty far down over here to the right, and then it's pretty bright over here to the left. And it seems to be getting dimmer, like there's something above here that we can't see in the photo. Because see, now look it's really reflecting off the water. And you can see the sun just peeping through. It doesn't really make sense that that's reflecting. I don't know, guys. Now it's really getting brighter. And the sun's headed down. Interesting. Very interesting. And then it's totally down. I don't know. I don't know if that's the sun refracting that far over. Because it seems like there's something right here, unless it's refracting off of a building onto the water, but I don't know. I really don't know. Just take a little quick peek through here. Alright, I don't see any shenanigans. Okay, let's get out of there. Let's see. This one I used to get lots of stuff, but now I'm not getting it. It looks like this still has those shadows. The shadowing to the left. It looks like there's some kind of shadow circular object. That's pretty. Alright, I want to show you something else I got in my email. Hang on. Let's go to Google Plus. I just posted it. Here it is. So, Earth Mystery News put out record-breaking 2,000 new asteroids approached Earth in 2017, and astronomers expect to have more. Hang on, let's open it up. Expect to spot even more in 2018. So, we have more asteroids than we ever have that has been recorded. And they're just coming out of nowhere. So I think there's a lot about space that we just don't know. You know, I know we're in a busy area. They call it a busy neighborhood. Astronomers spotted just over 2,000 never-before-seen asteroids passing within almost 280 million miles of Earth over the course of last year. That brings the total number of so-called near-Earth objects identified to 17,446, with the vast majority of those being spotted beginning in the mid-1990s. And scientists are confident they will spend this year giving even more space rocks names, numbers, and pathways as they hurtle through our solar system. That may sound scary, but instead, try to find it comforting. After all, those asteroids have always been there and will always be there. All that's changing is astronomers are keeping their eyes on them. That means if any looks poised to cause trouble, which none do for the foreseeable future, we'll know it in time to do something about it. Which I don't really agree with that, because how many times last year in 2017 did they have the near-Earth objects and they just came out of nowhere, like within hours? So, you know, you always want to be aware, you always want to be prepared, because as time goes on, technology advances, there's more people on the earth, there's just more chances for things to go wrong. I mean, look at all the executive orders of announcing space weather. I mean, that alone is scary. Having some, you know, solar flare coming at Earth. I mean, those things are as big as Earth sometimes. You know, so you always want to be prepared. You want to have water. You want to have some some foods that aren't perishable. You know, and you don't have to have a whole lot. Just so you have something to get you through for a few days until things get running smooth if you have some sort of disaster. Now in Michigan, we don't have a whole lot of really bad natural disasters, at least so far. I've been here 47 years, and you know, a couple ice storms, a couple wind storms that might have taken some trees out and stuff, but nothing too dramatic. Flooding is something we have to worry about if we ever have mass rain, because the ground can only handle so much for so long, and then it just will overexceed it. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to pop in and show you this and say hello and see how y'all are doing. Alright, my dog's tripping. Let's see what she's doing. You guys playing? Little chihuahuas are crazy. Okay, so let me see if there's something else. I have some photos that I kind of wanted to look at too. So let's go in that. Oh, there's my dirtiest link. Okay. Those are ones I just took. It's a good thing I don't take naked photos, huh? Like this object. I keep catching this in webcams and in my own sky. Like, I photographed this myself, and then I zoomed in on it. But you see all this? I've been getting a lot of this, and they seem to be getting a little bit closer, a little bit bigger. But you see how small it is in the sky? So when you zoom in, there you have it. Kind of has like a star shape to it in a way. And then this was something I keep getting. I don't know what that is. It just seems to be the color of the sky. It's just more 3D. It's kind of like a circular object. And here's an object I keep getting too. That one's not very good. I have a better one somewhere in here. Let me find that one. Here's another object. It kind of looks like it has a hole in it, or maybe there's a darker object next to it. I'm not really sure. That sometimes is white, sometimes it's a different color. What's this one where it's in it? This has a bunch of little things in there. And then this object I keep seeing. And I'm wondering if this isn't that octagon that people have been putting up, where it has all the different reflections of color. And because I have another photo of it where it kind of looks more like an octagon. And there it is, actually in the sky. So this is what I was seeing. And I could see it. Like, it was there. I could see it. I thought it was a cloud. But then it wasn't acting like a cloud. So, I don't know. And it's just bizarre, all the different things that we're catching. It almost resembles a star field. That's what's kind of weird. Excuse me. There was snow on the trees, and that made it look kind of weird, so I'm trying to find, see, there's those objects again. Different perspective. And like in here, there's that one weird object. I don't know what that is. That looks like it's right here in our sky, not like in space. That looks like it's by the clouds. So I don't know what that is. And I get that a lot too. I'm just trying to see. There was some other photos. I had put this video up, but I've been wanting to kind of go through it a little bit and show you. And this is what was weird. I mean, look at all this. I caught it just right. Look at all these objects. There's that octagon looking weird thing. but it's kind of faded because, you know, it's so bright. And look at all these. It almost resembles the stars. I mean, is that possible? I don't think so. But it does. It reminds me of the night sky. But there's just all kinds of objects. Don't know what those are. And then here's this other photo, more zoomed in. And you see there's that red one. There's some craziness. This one looks like a ship almost. Or something that's moving. And then I kind of zoomed in a little bit on this one. It's really weird, ain't it? Strange. Here it is. See how it's looking? Isn't that wild? Here's some, this is kind of cool. I didn't get a chance to show you. But doesn't that look like cross and bones? Right here? It looks like the cross and bones. There was something going on down there, down at the bottom of that. But that's a cloud. Okay, and here's some more of the objects. Here's one that's a little bit clearer. Almost looks like a ship. Or something rotating. And then there's that one white object in another photo. There it is, zoomed in. This, I don't know what this is next to the, like this was kind of weird. That wasn't a cloud. And so that's why I was trying to figure out, because there's that other object right there. There's that object. So I don't know what all this is. And then there's another one zoomed in. Some other objects here. You can't, it's just real hard to see. Another photo of the cross and bones, and then these weird objects that are just barely there. Whitish green. It looks like cross and bones, don't it? So you see there's a lot of strangeness. Doesn't it look like cross and bones? Like a skull? Yep, so this is what I've been getting. All these little objects all over. So, pretty weird, huh? That one's pretty wild. I don't know. And there it is. I blew it up so you could see that cross and bone weird looking cloud, whatever the heck it is. And see how this changed down here. So I don't know what that was. It was strange. Another object still there. This was so funny. And they had the NyQuil Severe on Snapchat, and it really made you look like you were sick. Okay, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna put this together and get it up so you guys can see it. And hopefully we can figure this out someday and be able to see these things straight up without any problems at all. It's pretty weird, isn't it? Life is strange. Alright, you guys, this is Cricket. I love y'all. Excuse me. Be safe, be real, and keep your eyes on the skies. This is Cricket. Over and out. Peace.